There's a beautiful day headed your way. Keep your head up, up, up. You'll be okay. A beautiful day waiting for you. Just open your eyes. You'll see it's true. Good times, sunshine. Gonna be here.
Hey guys, welcome to week 17. I am 17 weeks today with baby number 4. It is unreal to me to say that I'm 17 weeks along in this pregnancy and I'm only 3 weeks away from being halfway through. I just, wow. But I can't wait until I'm halfway through because then I will find out what we're gonna have, and I'm so ready and excited. I cannot wait for that ultrasound. I'm so excited, and my family's all like, when are you gonna find out? As far as week 17 goes, this is the week that I have felt the absolute best throughout this pregnancy. I'm feeling so much more energy now. In the beginning of the pregnancy, I was just so drained all the time, which is normal. You feel extremely tired in the beginning because your body is really seriously going through some serious changes in the very beginning, and the baby grows so rapidly in the very beginning, so it makes sense on why your body's so tired. But my energy is coming back, and which is great because as a mom of 3 already, I hardly ever have time to sit down, let alone take a breath and just say, okay, I've got 5 minutes alone. Like, I literally can't even go to the bathroom by myself. My kids are like knocking on the door, they're wanting to come in, or even when I'm in the shower, they're like, oh, I want to come in too. My little ones anyway. But I'm just like, oh my gosh, I never have a minute to myself, ever. I'm not complaining because I don't think I'm complaining, but I just like, I never have a moment to sit down and think about what day it is and, how many more weeks I have left until the next week does finally roll around, and I'm like, I'm looking at the calendar and I'm like, oh, I'm another week pregnant. I'm happy that, it's coming faster this time. I'm not like extremely ready for the baby to be here like now, but at the same time, it's nice to know that I'm just getting closer to, I don't want to say the end, but I'm getting closer to my halfway mark. And then after that, to me anyways, once I hit the halfway mark, I feel like then I'm inching closer to the end. So that's when things really start picking up. As far as symptoms go and all of that kind of stuff, my boobs are getting more sore this time. I want to say this week anyway. Over the last week or two, they've gotten a little more tender. They were very tender in the beginning when I first got pregnant, but they kind of tapered off some. And now that I'm closer to the halfway mark, I mean, they're getting more tender, and when I'm wearing when I'm wearing a bra through the day, it does tend to just ache around the sides of my breasts, and then I have had to go up a cup size in my bra and my underwear. I've had to buy some bigger undies too, just because of my belly. Not anything else is expanding on my body, but my belly is getting bigger, and I just I can't wear my regular size underwear anymore. Just having anything tight around my stomach just causes, I don't know, it's just uncomfortable. The pregnancy dreams is really in full force these last couple of weeks. We'll go to the bathroom. Last week, you guys, I was a total mess. I woke up early in the wee hours of the morning. It was around, I want to say 5 or 5:30 a.m. We had already had a long night, Kurt and I. My daughter was my youngest. She's almost 2. She'll be 2 May 2nd. But she had a very long night, so we were up and down through the night with her, so we didn't get much sleep. So we were dealing with that all night long. But anyways, I ended up waking up in the wee hours of the morning, and I had the worst pregnancy dream. I had a dream that my father had passed away. I'm not going to go crazy detail about the dream because I don't want this video to be like crazy long for you guys. But it was just heartbreaking. It was so heartbreaking, and when I woke up, I could literally feel the loss from the dream, and I was still like trying to recover from those emotions. And I woke up and I was already crying when I woke up from my dream. And I just started bawling. I was trying my best to be quiet because my daughter was finally sound asleep and Kurt was sound asleep. My son was in his room sound asleep. So I was like, oh my God. I was trying to cry so quietly so I didn't wake anybody up. So I got up and I went in the bathroom and I just let it out. I felt so sad. Pregnancy dreams, they can be good sometimes, but other times they can really stink. And I remember when I was pregnant with my last child, my youngest, I was probably around this time along in my pregnancy with her, this one. And I had a dream that Kurt, my fiance, that he got killed. I had a dream that he was working on his car or something, and he ended up falling into the sinkhole, and his car fell on top of him and crushed him. Oh my gosh, you guys. So what is it with the pregnancy dreams that makes you dream like that? I don't know. I don't know, but you know, and I do have pleasant dreams sometimes. I do have really nice dreams sometimes, but luckily those two are the only bad ones that I've had that I've had to like literally took me a whole day to recover from. And like the dream that I had last week about my dad, oh my gosh, I cried all day long. I could not stop crying. And Kurt was like, you need to just call your dad and talk to him. You'll feel better. And I'm like, I can't, because if I hear his voice, I'm going to start crying. And he's like, well, don't worry about it. He's like, just tell him you're being hormonal because you're pregnant. And so I just can't stop crying. He's like, just call him. And I'm like, I can't. So I waited until the next day before I called to FaceTime my mom. And he got on the phone and he's like, hey, how you doing? And just seeing him and hearing his voice, I just started crying. I couldn't help it. Could not help it. That dream seriously affected me big time. So let's see. And as far as like cravings go, oh gosh, I'm having the biggest craving for sweets lately. Oh my gosh, I cannot get enough of wanting like chocolate and cake and oh my gosh, things that are just super sweet, which is not good. You know, I don't want to be eating all this candy and junk food while I'm pregnant, but sometimes I just can't help it. It's like all that I want, and if I don't get it, it's like the baby is not happy, and you know how it is if you've been pregnant. But another thing that I've been craving lately is sandwiches. Which is okay, I guess. You know, I'm trying to eat like turkey sandwiches are like my favorite right now with mustard and Munster cheese. Oh my gosh, I eat like 2 of those a day. They're so good. So I've been, you know, enjoying those. And let's see, what else? Milk is another thing that I've been wanting a lot of, especially like when I wake up in the morning. All I want to drink is just a big glass of milk. And then before I go to bed, I want a big glass of milk. So I'm drinking lots of milk right now. Which, you know, I don't normally drink milk at all when I'm not pregnant because it does hurt my stomach sometimes. And if I drink too much of it, then it makes my Crohn's go crazy. And of course, I'm drinking a ton of water still. So I'm noticing that as far as me getting further into the pregnancy. I'm peeing all the time, it seems like. I feel like if I shift my weight or if I stand up or when I'm laying down in bed and I turn over, I have to get up and pee. Juice is another thing that I've been wanting a lot of. Like last week, for days, I just kept telling Kurt in the morning, I just want a glass of orange juice. And we don't buy it because neither one of us can drink it because he's got really bad heartburn like all the time. He suffers from heartburn daily, so I feel bad for him. He's like always popping Tums. As long as I've been with him, almost 9.5 years now we've been together, he's always popping Tums. So I feel bad for him. So now that I'm dealing with all the heartburn and stuff, I feel for him big time. Because I am not a heartburn sufferer. When I'm not pregnant, I don't ever have to deal with it. But when I drink orange juice when I'm not pregnant, it usually just gives me a ton of indigestion, or I burp it up all day, or it just makes my stomach hurt. But I've been wanting orange juice all the time. But I'm definitely feeling bigger as far as my uterus goes. I'm feeling a little more weight as far as like heaviness in my abdomen. And like today we were out shopping and I noticed as I was walking, I kept having like butt cramps. I kept saying, gosh, my butt hurts, my butt hurts. I was having like pressure. I could almost like feel pressure. It was probably my sciatic nerve going crazy. But I was feeling that, and so I'm feeling just bigger all around. I can definitely feel that I've had a growth spurt. And especially when I eat a big meal, I feel like my skin on my stomach is just going to rip apart. I feel like my stomach can't stretch anymore already, which is crazy because I've still got 20 more weeks of growing to go. So that's going to be fun. I'm starting to have some, aches and pains. Round ligament pain is happening now, and which is not every day, but it comes and goes, and I'll feel it just random times, and then I'll feel it like in the bend of my legs. It just aches. So I have to be careful about wearing like tight clothes or anything like that, which I don't normally wear tight clothes anyhow, but when I'm home, I'm usually always wearing comfy pants and comfy shirts like I am right now. But you know what? When I'm pregnant, it gives me an excuse to just wear whatever I want to. Say hi there. Say hi. Hi. But I'm having a really hard time sleeping now. I feel like it doesn't matter how tired I am. If I can go and lay down in bed at night, and I lay there, you guys, literally 1.5 to 2 hours trying to get comfortable, trying to go to sleep. I feel like, I don't know what it is. It's not that my brain is just not being quiet. It's just, I don't know what it is. Insomnia, I guess. Maybe it's pregnancy insomnia already, but I cannot go to sleep. So I know some people, when they get pregnant, it just helps them sleep like amazing, but not me. I'm having the worst time sleeping right now. So that kind of stinks. But other than that, I'm feeling great as far as anything else goes.